potty pad training. How can you be successful training your puppy with potty pads? You turn around just for a moment, take your eyes off your puppy, and there's some pee in the corner. Let's start with a puppy. So you have to make sure with a puppy that you have constant supervision. And if you're going to potty train indoors, I always start with potty pads in a puppy pen. I don't use a crate for a puppy, or if I have a crate, I keep the door open so they can, like the crate, go in, eat their meals, and come back out. But I don't use a crate to confine a puppy. I use a puppy pen, like this pen here. And in the puppy pen, I put the pee pads and I put a bed, so my puppy has a nice little place. So here is how I set up my area to potty train my puppy. This is the area I've chosen for my potty area. I have a nice little corner. Eventually, my puppy will run over here and go potty on one potty pad. But right now, I'm going to cover the whole area. I like to use a pad holder. Harder for the puppy to dig up the corners, easier to keep it down and keep it secure. In addition to the pad holder, I cover the whole floor. Just makes it easier for my puppy not to make a mistake. What I like to do is take a section from my playpen that I use for my puppy, take a small section, unclip it, and use it as a gate. So when my puppy needs to potty, I carry them over, and as I'm carrying them over, I try not to say potty. I reserve that word for when I'm here on the potty pads. What I say to them as I carry them over is papers or pee pad. So my dogs start to associate. If they're out in the middle of the kitchen, you know that look where they sort of take a couple steps and they're sniffing and you know they're gonna pee. You scoop them up and you say pee pads or papers and you rush them over. Then you slide the gate across and say potty or whatever your potty word is. I'm gonna take this gate and I'm just gonna pull it across. My puppy has a nice little quiet potty area. Once they start to go in there on their own, there's no reason for the gate. Right now, it just gives them the opportunity to go potty. I leave them in that potty area for 10 minutes. If they don't potty on the pads, then I take them out. With their harness on, I take a leash and hook it to me, so my puppy cannot go anywhere. And then I put them back on the potty pads in about 20 minutes. When my puppy has pottied on the potty pads, I keep treats right here, very close by. And I tell them how wonderful she is. What a good girl. She's the most wonderful girl in the whole world. And just make a big, lots of praise. Now, that way, your dog is being rewarded for peeing or pooping on the potty pads. Now they can come out and they can play. But don't give them too much room. That's the other way I use my sections of my playpen. I block off my kitchen or my family room because you know if you give them too much room, what they're going to do is they're going to go to the far end of the room and they're going to pee on the floor. You want to keep them in a small confined area. With consistency, supervision, and patience, your dog, just like Nikki, will learn to run to the potty pad and potty. Always remember, give a treat and try to give the treat right on the pad. When you're following your schedule, you will find that your puppy has a pattern. And if you follow through with taking your puppy to the potty area every time after they eat, drink water, play games, you can be successful potty training your puppy. At Diamond Dog Training, we try to give you positive, effective training tips to help you train your dog. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please remember, subscribe and ring the bell so you receive all the episodes.